What's up, YouTube? It's Rob here from Team Great at Yu-Gi-Oh! Today I'm going to be showing you a 60 card Yu-Gi-Oh! Deck. This deck is amazing. It's not bad at all. It's huge and it wins games because it has so many combos. So I'm just going to go through it. You got 3 Magical Merchant. This is the heart of the deck. Triple Merchant just allows you to make all your plays, allows you to fill your graveyard up. That way you make Pot of Everslide, and that way you can start doing a lot of combos with the many monsters in this deck that are combo based. You got triple Tengu. Tengu is fantastic in here. Obviously you're probably never going to draw 2 of them, and I haven't yet. I've gotten close, but I haven't yet, fortunately, so really good at 3 in this deck. Obviously you're going to be able to make combos with that card. Then you have double Card Trooper. Card Trooper is also fantastic in here. It's like your other 1900 beater, while Tengu's the 1700 beater, and it's going to mill cards for you, so really useful. Triple Wolf. I have a lot of milling going on between the Card Troopers, the Merchants, and then I run Raikou at 3 as well with 2 hamsters, so you're likely going to mill this, and even if you draw into it, there's many ways to get it out of your hand. Double Lone Fire Blossom. You gotta play plants, the plant engine, because it's just gonna be so good in here. 1 Titanial. Since you're running 60 cards, it makes it really unlikely you're gonna draw Titanial, so I feel safe playing it at 1 in this deck. 1 Dandelion, 1 Spore, 1 Glow Up Bulb. This is the basic plant lineup. Everybody knows what that is. 2 Nimble Hamsters and 3 Raikous. This is gonna allow you to mill cards off, and it'll probably give you some kind of like tribute fodder, synchro fodder type stuff as well. It'll give you lights for your chaos sorcerers and just fuel the combos of the deck. And you got triple junk synchron, double quick draw synchron. This is the junk engine of the deck. It's the most used engine. You go for a lot of junk. You go for Drill Warrior a lot with the quick draw. You go for junk destroyer a lot. You go for Junk Warrior a lot, just a lot of junk stuff. Then that's why you run 2 Doppel Warriors as well. 2 Doppel Warrior in this deck is pretty fantastic. You're summoning monsters from your graveyard pretty much all game, so this becomes an easy Trishula that I make quite often in the deck. Double Level Eater. 2 just so you can mill it more, and it's really easily manipulatable in this deck since I synchro spam extremely quickly. Double Spirit Reaper, it's a good control card and it's a shield. In the Samurai matchup, it can win you the game. 1 Plague Spreader, 1 Necro, and 1 Treeborn. These 3 are just more good cards to mill. The Treeborn, it can give you field presence and a good non-tuner every turn. The Necro, obviously, it's going to save you late game. And the Plague is just another great tuner that this deck can abuse. Triple Caius and 1 Light and Darkness Dragon. This is the tribute, the Monarch engine of the deck. Since you have so much monsters like being special like crazy, it's really easy to drop a Monarch or even a Light and Darkness Dragon, which is also another light target, and it can lock down the opponent pretty easily. Triple Chaos Sorcerer. I was running 2. I bumped it up to 3 because I can always summon this card, and I hardly ever draw it at 2, so it's pretty fantastic at 3, especially since like you can always summon this. You have like 12 lights in the deck, and even more in your extra deck. Double Effect Veiler. Pretty fantastic card, just stops whatever's going to hurt you at the moment, and it's a monster that can be milled off and fill up the graveyard. It's also a light for Chaos Sorcerer. 2 Gen X Ally Birdman. Tengu plays, Monarch plays, just really good card. 1 Blackwing Gale, cuts Shin in half and runs over him. 1 Sangan. Gives me pretty much any monster in the deck I need at the moment besides the big ones, which means I can go for like Lone Fire into Titanial, or I can go for like Junk Synchron, Synchro for a 5-star, I can go for Gale and cut a Shin and kill it, go for Debris Dragon, blow up the field. It gives you anything you want. Double Debris Dragon, blow up the field. Double Battle Fader, Gore's Tragodia. This is the last monster of the deck. They're the protection, because you need protection. You can't just run. You can't run like just the gores, because you need to be able to block the attacks that are inevitably going to come to you, because this deck doesn't have any field protection in the back row. You have 0 traps in the deck, and you only run 5 spells, and none of them are defensive spells. So you have to run this, or you're going to lose most likely. You might even want to run triple fader, but you know, this works for me. Triple Pot of Avarice, you always have fuel for this card. You pretty much, if you've already gotten Merchant off once, you can probably activate all 3 of these. So, pretty fantastic. 1 Reborn, there's so many cards to get back with Reborn in this deck that it's pretty much a damn staple. That's all I have to say about it. And True Nade, this just lets you make your big plays. That way you can actually win the duel, or attempt to win the duel, while your opponent has like 5 back rows, or you're playing GBs. Lets you set up your field presence. Alright, so that's the deck. It's a lot of cards, and you might think it's bad just looking at it, but it consistently beats Samurais. It does lose to Samurais too, but it can beat Samurais pretty easily. It can beat, let's see, Lightsworn. It can beat Lightsworn just because it has like the protection. I've played 2 Lightsworn decks with this so far. Yeah, I'm playing it on Dueling Network currently, but it's a really great deck. I suggest that if you have the cards, you try it out, take it to a tournament, and the side deck is where you get to have fun with it. You can make like a 15 card side deck with all spell and trap destruction, and just side into a really spell and trap destruction heavy type deck that still has like all the other factors. You can pretty much side deck really easily with this deck, because there's a lot of cards that are bad in certain matchups and good in other matchups, so easily sideable. Like in the Monarch matchup, you're probably going to want to take out the Light and Darkness Dragon. You might want to take out like a Wolf or 2, the Card Trooper maybe, because they're going to be Kaising it. You know, just obvious stuff like that. The True Nade you would want to take out. And against like Gravekeepers, you would obviously want to side into a lot of spells and traps, pretty much all spells and traps. That way you don't get screwed over by the Necro Valley. This is version 1 of the deck. I'm going to make another version that's more of a zombie Vayu version, which is, I think, a better version of the deck, but this one's pretty good too. This one's more of a controlled Tengu plant type version. Alright, so thanks guys for watching. Make sure to comment, rate, and subscribe. I really need more subscribers. I've been uploading quite a few videos and frequently, so I'm going to keep uploading videos frequently. So definitely subscribe. Alright, thanks guys.